we're back out working this some more. We're up to the two-wheel drives. This is the Suicide Awareness truck. It's fueled. I got it loose. Got the throttle working. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, maybe we need to bump up the idle just a tad. There, try that. See what that does. Right. Yeah. All right. The way the throttle works on these, I know I can do this. I can work the throttle and hold it up at the same, well, sort of, mostly. Why you gotta be that way? Back at. Turn it back on. But I gotta, man, one of these days I'm gonna have to get much better at cleaning up and stuff. These things are filthy, filthy, filthy. But they're running. Gotta get another screw from my exhaust and it's gone. Alright, that one runs. So we're gonna call it good. We'll, suck the fuel out. That down in there. A little bit too. So when we suck the fuel, with any luck, we suck it, since we're still hooked to the carburetor, we suck it clear out of the motor. It doesn't seem to help with the gelling up. Maybe I should have left some fuel in the motor. I don't know. Maybe I should have pulled some last year. Kept running, I don't know. Maybe wipe the old dirty girl down. So this is the first body that we painted. We didn't paint it, Buddy Gary painted it. We finished the truck in time. One of his best friends lost a son to suicide. We finished the truck in time for Gary to paint in the purple and teal for Suicide Awareness to go to a benefit pull for Suicide Awareness. Ran good. It's a good truck. It's a contender. It's won a couple stickers. At least one that I know of. Anyway, we'll call that one done. Anyhow, this is actually the first two-wheel drive truck we built, and it had that other body on it when we first built it. Good Lord, that thing feels icky nasty under there. We got started on this because my son was in 4-H, and model tractor pulling was actually a project then. It went away a couple years ago, but it's back, and I'm actually fortunate enough to get to be one of the leaders. I'll bet that stuff too is yellow. Anywho, back when my son was involved, there was electric class There was Pro Stock nitro fuel. Well, we didn't call it nitro. What did we call it? Did we call it fuel? They didn't call it fuel powered because everybody gets real nervous when we start calling it nitro. Anyhow, we had electric class. All the kids have to build electric. Doesn't matter how old you are. First year, you got to build electric. But then when you reach a certain age, then you can build a fuel tractor. And when my son reached that age, that Pro Stock I had running early, that was the second one we built. The first Pro Stock we built, fuel tractor that we built for 4-H, had chassis issues. I tried to make it better and just continually made it worse and worse and worse, and finally gave up on it. But we also had two-wheel drive. Did we have super stock and two-wheel drive? Or I don't know. We built this as a 4-H project, this chassis, with that suicide awareness body. Somewhere along, amongst all that, my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer. My son wanted the cancer awareness body, so here we are. We got the pink and whatever with the ribbons. And this chassis has worked really well from the very beginning. It's been a, well, yeah. If I can make more pulls and stuff, we could probably be, if not national champions, we'd be in the running. Definitely state champions, just dang near every year qualified. I qualified for our we call it the Super Bowl. It's where all the state, whatever state you're in, if you are the points champion for your state, you qualify as to go to the Super Bowl. I've qualified once or twice as state points champion. But then we also, because of guys like me that can't make a lot of pulls, we also have an alternate way into the Super Bowl called the high average. So if I go to 5, you got to go to 5 pulls for your points to count. If I go to 5 pulls and I win all of them, whoever's going to beat me for high average has to win every pull they go to. And say between this truck and the blue truck, I average well enough that I have qualified quite a few years as either state champion or high average. I did win COVID year, the year after COVID, I did win the national points championship in the two-wheel drive class because unfortunately for the guys in Iowa that pull with us, Iowa got shut down. Oh, zoom out, I mean. And so they didn't have near the number of pulls they normally have. We still had our pull, and I went to a few. In fact, I went to my first out-of-state pull that year just to make sure that Jim from Iowa didn't get me because he was close. And I won. It was a 2-day pull in Wisconsin. I won one day, I think. And I had a good run going the next day, but they had 24-foot track. We were scooting. And our guide all the plastic box just catches out here. I was scooting and I was backing up. The truck slowed down and I got out too far. Luckily, I caught the edge of the gas tank sticks out just a little beyond the front of the tractor or the truck. And I caught the front end with the guide all on the edge of the tank. I had to get out of it, but I kept it from going off the track and on the dirt. And everybody that was watching couldn't understand why I got out of it, what happened, because I had such a good run going. But anyway, I got the throttle freed up on it. I need to spin it over to get all that alcohol out. Yeah, that sounds like she's ready to go. And I put fuel in it. I have not put fuel in it yet. Our syringe, we put some duct tape on this thing back when my son first started, because right around all the way up to the duct tape, I was a little short because this is what came out of the blue truck. Fill the syringe up to the duct tape. That's almost a full tank on just about everything I got. Put the hood down. Fire starter on. Let's see what happens. Oh, she wants to go. Come on now. Oh, she's so close. This truck has been a good one right off, from the get-go, right out of the bat. It's an eBay motor. The Pro Stock, the Red Super Stock. This truck, the Suicide truck, and my Moline Super are all eBay used motors. I'm running 15s, two-wheel drive class. Truck's got to weigh 4 pounds maximum. There's not a motor limit. I'm running 15s, and I know there's guys that are running 21s and running considerably larger engines. And my little motors make them earn it. But when I built, now let's do this. I'm just going to put you over here. Put the big truck back where she belongs. Come on. Oh, I got to work with it. All right, I'm going to get you off the truck. We're going to talk about trucks. So, this is the first chassis that we built for the two-wheel drive class 4.4H. It's the first chassis. Turn the camera around so I see what I'm talking about. This is the first chassis I built completely on my own. Had to get some help with the throttle and the fuel tank and lines, but everything, and bought the exhaust, whatever, but everything else basically was my design. And this truck, like I say, out of the box has just been awesome. So then we can run 2 vehicles per class. So I built this chassis using that one as a design, and I tried to make this one as identical to that one as I could, and they're really close. The first chassis is better. I don't know why. It just I don't know if it's, well, when we first started pulling it, the second set of tires we put on it, first new set that we put on it, the first set of tires was used. First new set of tires we put on it, just freaking phenomenal. And then we built this one. Tires are a little smaller, but man, on a good day, if I don't screw it up driving, I'll go 1 and 2 at most pulls. Now I don't know, since I didn't pull all this past season, there's some new players in the game, but I think most of them are running I think the 2025 points champion. He's buying. I think he bought trucks that I have beat. So I don't know. Talking them up big. We'll see. But 4-pound trucks, 0.15 cubic inch motors. I pulled in excess of 250, well, I don't know if in excess, but right around 250 pounds of lead on the transfer box, plus the weight of the sled. And yeah, they go. The last year I pulled, was it the last year I pulled? I think it was. First time I went to Ohio to pull with some new pullers, had some issues with this truck. Blew out a bearing or something. I don't know. Anyhow, in the process of getting everything back together, one of the shafts actually gained, one of the small gear ends of a shaft gained a tooth, was sped me up a little bit. And the first trip down the track, after putting that new shaft in it, getting the bearings and everything figured out, man, we blew down the track. It's a good one. This one, I don't know if there's anything I can do to make it as good as that one. We're not going to give up on it. We're going to keep muddling along. But all right, that's what it takes to go to Micro Mini tractor pull. This is going to be a long video. I hope you guys make it to the end to see my babies run. Oh, speaking of babies, hi, Mama. All right, I'm done. I'll be back.